Hello and welcome to the Academy in the Metaverse. I'm Ram Gayoso, your host. Live from the Metaverse to you, let's get started. First of all, I'd like to remind you about the conference's 4 pillars, and in this session, we will focus on the education pillar. There are actually many ways we fulfill our education mission, so let's review them one by one. IMCI Magazine is our online magazine. It is a traditional magazine, but in an online format. The International Marketing Competitive Intelligence magazine comes out every 2 months, and it's filled with a great variety of articles. In addition to the articles, we have standing columns, such as Arthur Weiss's Ask a CI Question and Martin Schwern's Metaverse column. The magazine is free or open access, so feel free to read it and share it with your friends, but always reminding to please quote the source. Futures Television is our free television channel. It operates via both Roku TV and Apple TV. We focus on futures topics, foresight, and on competitive intelligence. You'll find some of the most popular shows we could gather. Of course, there is Ask Deb About Business with Deb Dietz, star of the show, conducting interviews with many of the accomplished professionals you encounter in our conferences. FuturesNetwork.tv is our premium channel. You'll find it on Roku TV, also online, and as an app on Apple and Android phones. So, feel free to download the app from the Apple App Store or from Google Play. FuturesNetwork.tv carries premium channels. Again, you'll find courses and books by top-notch experts. FuturesNetwork.tv has 3 focuses: health futures, business futures, and entertainment. On health futures, you'll find documentaries, courses, book shows, interviews with health professionals, and several prestigious physicians, such as Dr. Bob Soul, who is actually delivering a keynote at this conference, and Dr. Jay Joshi, among others. On business futures, you'll find coaches, mentors, and several accomplished professionals channels. There are channels on startups, leadership, social media marketing, planning, and so much more. I invite you to visit FuturesNetwork.tv and find out what we have to offer. The entertainment channel offers movies, and it also features film festival content, so stay tuned as we enlarge our film collection. Alright, so SMB Digital Education delivers online courses via Kajabi. You will find a great collection of courses covering a variety of business topics, such as leadership with Max Lambright, financial literacy with Jan Ness, strategic planning with Deb Dietz, and many, many more. I invite you to visit SMB Digital Education and find out about all the training programs currently offered. Now, since we are live from the Metaverse, it is time to introduce our new line of shows, entertainment, and programs broadcast via the Metaverse. We are the first futures foresight and intelligence media on the Metaverse. It's interesting to be a first mover, and when my colleagues asked me why we were making such a bold move, I told them, how can we talk about the future but not be a part of creating it? Or how could we talk about the Metaverse and not be on it? I felt this move was a must for us to continue to serve our audience using whichever platform they wish to use to hear our message. And of course, there are in excess of 171 million VR headset users in the world, and a little over 60 million of them here in the US. It is a sophisticated audience waiting for great content, so let's work together and not disappoint them. Our partner in this venture, SMB Digital Education, is introducing the Academy in the Metaverse, our education and training programs in 3D. In addition to SMB Digital Education's extensive course catalog, the new offering allows for VR headset users to take courses, interact with instructors, and receive educational content in the 3D environment created specifically with the VR user in mind. Since the courses are delivered in the VR platform, students and instructors appear in their avatar or digital persona forms, such as myself, However, instructor interaction appears live, so there is no adversarial impact to the educational experience. The VR course catalog is continuously expanding, and it will be published soon in the Global Innovation Educators catalog. Now, you will be able to access our educational content on business, entrepreneurship, futures, foresight, and intelligence topics. Folks, thanks to SMB Digital Education, we're putting together a series of master classes. Those are different from the courses. Courses usually last 4 hours, whereas the masterclass format is designed for a 2-hour long session. We want to create a product that could concentrate more information into a shorter amount of time. Having in mind, VR headsets are comfortable to use for a few hours at a time, let's say 1 or 2 of them, but not for an entire day, hence the 2-hour-long block of programs. We have our soft opening, and this is how it works. We're currently a lab in the Meta environment, so in order to access our content, you need to first subscribe to the app. App subscription is free, so check us out. Once you have registered to our SMB Digital Education site, then you receive an invitation from Meta, granting you access to the app on the Metaverse. So please, go ahead and use the link to connect with SMB Digital Education. It is the intake form we use to tell Meta who needs an invitation. We are still a private app. Once development is completed, we will move from beta status to a public app, and you will be able to access the content using the Oculus or any other Meta-enabled device. As our opening, and on behalf of SMB Digital Education and Futures Network.tv, I invite you to visit our movie theater and watch one of this conference's keynote, actually Dr. Avner Barnea, on the Oculus. Dr. Barnea wrote a book titled The Failure of Strategic Intelligence, and I had the opportunity to interview him a year ago. Of course, since the events of October 7th in Israel, we had the opportunity to talk, and he shared his perspectives on the failure of Israeli intelligence and what it means. The keynote is delivered on the Oculus using our movie theater. That's right, we have a movie theater on Meta. You can enter the movie theater and watch Dr. Barnea's keynote. We left all the doors open, so if you have an Oculus or any other VR headset, do that matter, you can access Dr. Barnea's keynote. It is Israel on the Metaverse, so make sure to check it out. We will be expanding our 3D content, so in addition to the 2-hour masterclasses, we will have an entire sister conference run entirely on the Metaverse. We will also have some of the same high-quality training we deliver online now via the Oculus. You find the same business content, but we're also adding Web3, AR, VR specific discussions, as well as technology topics, so stay tuned. We will expand our work with film festivals into the Metaverse, so you will see music concerts, documentaries, films, and series in 3D format, again, using the movie theater as a delivery vehicle. If film and entertainment is your thing, then we have something for you. I hope you get excited to fire up your Oculus or any other VR headset and discover SMB Digital Education's Academy and Future Network TV 3D content. I'm looking forward to interacting with your avatar on Meta. Our office building is almost ready, so I'll be glad to welcome you to our office space in the Metaverse. We are almost there, so please stay tuned. The 3D environment offers a world of opportunity, and we can use it as a premier educational and experiential content. Let's work together to make the future a reality. On behalf of SMB Digital Education, founders of the Academy on the Metaverse, and Futures Network.tv, it is a pleasure to welcome you to our Metaverse space. So now, how about I take you there? Let's go and visit our pillars of education. Please, let's visit them. Alrighty, so I mentioned IMCI Magazine. Of course, this is our magazine, now online, International Market and Competitive Intelligence Magazine. And this is the portal where you can find information. The last issue was about we're going into the metaverse and more, because IMCI's content, blogs, podcasts, discussions are going to be broadcast here in the Oculus as well. Of course, you can subscribe, and let's show you some of the sections. We always have an editorial review, so something important that we have to discuss. We have opinion sections, methodology sections, so a lot of discussion on futures, foresight, and of course, on intelligence. We have a specific one for economic intelligence, another one for foresight, and we have special event sections as well. So we are going to cover some very specific events that you and I are attending, and they're very interesting to share. If you want to get access to the magazine and read the latest articles, you just click here on the button that says read, and then you access the content online. You can, of course, look through the archive and find past issues of the magazine. Or if you want to see IMCI content on the podcast, this is rss.com. And if you click on this specific one, it will take you to rss.com or to YouTube if you prefer. And you can either listen to the podcasts or you can watch them here via YouTube. This is our podcast channel that is also available via IMCI magazine. And of course, you see this one, Reflections European VC Conference Goes to the VR Space. That's, of course, us. So we are going to the metaverse, and this is an entire podcast discussing exactly that. We have some videos, and if you'd like to subscribe, just leave your email address and sign up. So we get your information, and you'll be able to receive the magazine, which again comes out every 2 months. Alrighty, so let's move on to Futures Television. So again, this is one of our 4 pillars, which is education. First, we talked about IMCI magazine, which is a magazine, of course. Now we're going to talk about Futures Television. Futures Television is the home of the futures on TV. So what you have here is a free channel, and we broadcast via Roku TV and via Apple TV. And we have all this wonderful content of foresight, futurist, and intelligence professionals on television. Of course, our media is to bring you content on future studies and, of course, on intelligence. And so you can take advantage of all those professionals that work in open source intelligence, OSINT, and social media intelligence, SoftMint, and human intelligence, or HumInt, all together. If you have an Apple TV device, here are the instructions on how to add Futures Television to your Apple TV device. And of course, if you have a Roku TV, we can find us via Roku or the Roku app, or you can also add us using your Roku stick. We have a channel on YouTube, so Futures Television shows are also broadcast on YouTube. So after they air on television, and then they will be available on the social media channels as well. You see a variety in some of our shows. So books and authors, that features specific authors on books. We have a partnership with the World Future Studies Federation, so we are the communications arm for WFSF. So we cover their conferences, their publications, their talks. We have several of the WFSF television for WFSF and its members. Of course, you're more than welcome to join and watch. We have several of the shows. We have Reflections, we have Ask Tab About Business, we have In Focus that I mentioned, and so much more. This is It's Your Future with Joyce Joya. Alrighty, so that covers Futures Television, the home of the futures on TV. So again, we have a magazine, we have the free channel, and then it's time for me to introduce you to FuturesNetwork.tv. FuturesNetwork.tv is our premium channel. So that's where we find content that is subdivided into 3 specific categories. We have, again, our futures focus. So we have the futures of business, futures of health and wellness, and then we have entertainment, of course. So let's go through them one by one. Health futures. So in health futures, what you see, so this is a channel on Roku TV. You can find us on Apple devices, and you can also through the Apple Store You can find us on Android devices, so you can download this app via Google Play, and of course you can see it online or on your local television. Of course, I'm using my PC, so I'm showing you the PC interface. So what kind of content you find here? Well, first you find documentaries. Let me enter the documentary channel. So let's say you are curious about some kind of a medical condition. So let's say you're gluten intolerant, you're worried about sleep, or you want to worry about radiation, or about aging. So whatever issue you are most interested, you're going to find a documentary here. So those are the documentaries that we have for you to know our collection. If you are or know someone who is pregnant, we have a course called Raising Confident Parents. So this is a collection. There are several books turned into videos. It's a collection about pregnancy. In the Wellness channel, you find actually some of the people who are presenting at the conference today, and they have their own channels. So for example, Tiffany Lester has the Empowered Mind, and she has a session in this conference. I hope you come and visit with her. In addition to documentaries, books, and courses, we have the Healthcare channel. And in the Healthcare channel, you're going to find some of the accomplished professionals that you see here in our conference. We have Ask Deb About Health, a show that focuses on health issues. We have the Healthcare Contrarian, Dr. Jay Joshi. Dr. Bob is actually delivering the keynote in one of the days of the conference, and he talks about citizenship issues. He's a pediatrician, so he talks about children and the health of children. And of course, we have the nature of longevity, and that is all about health, heart health, blood health, and a variety of topics related to longevity. So let's go back. Our second channel is the Entrepreneur's Path. On the Entrepreneur's Path, you find a very interesting collection. You have the conference portal. So in the conference portal, you see all of the presentations of past conferences put together. So if you miss any one of our conferences, you can go back and watch, for example, VC Latinx that happened in May. You have premium content from Futures Television. On this one, you find what? Specific tutorials and how-to movies. And then you have a selection of specific authors. So this is Jen Nash's financial channel. We have a channel from Martin Schwern about how to spot signals of change and manage uncertainty. You have scenario planning for action. You have strategic planning by Deb Dietz. You have the CEO's roadmap to world-class company. So it's leadership with Max Lambright. You have Kevin Suboski, this fast. You have Time to Raise Your Price with Chela Diaz, and Your Entrepreneurial Blueprint with Katarina Hanses Carlson. So again, they're speaking at the conference, and you can pick any one of them, any one of the channels. They're subdivided into 4 chapters, and there are 4 videos into any one of them. Of course, last but not least, we have Films and Entertainment, featuring different films from basically film festivals that we partner with. So again, this is our premium channel, FuturesNetwork.tv, which includes Health Futures, the Entrepreneur's Path with Business Futures, and Entertainment. Last but not least, we are indeed an app, and we are invited. So basically, that's how you get your invitation. So this is the Academy in the Metaverse. If you recall, I said we are creating a series of 2-hour master classes, and we're creating a sister conference on the Oculus. So that's basically through the Academy in the Metaverse, a partnership with SMB Digital Education. So for you to get access to us, you just visit this link, provide your email address, your name, and hit subscribe. When you do that, we will compile that list and send it to Meta. So Meta proper will get our information, and you're going to get an invite from Meta telling you to access FuturesNetwork.tv in Meta. Alrighty, folks. So thank you so very much for being with me today for this session. And this is all I have for today. Please enjoy the conference, and if you have any comments and questions, do not hesitate to contact me. Thank you. Enjoy the conference.